Okay, guys, can you hear me okay? And is the volume okay? Let me know if you can hear me, the volume's okay, and if you can see everything. I'm hoping this is going to work today, unlike last week. Looking good so far. If you can, put one in the chat. I'm going to try something, then I'll do a couple of hellos, and we'll get started. Awesome. My live preview is saying excellent, but I can't see it. So can you guys see the stream okay? Is it laggy when I do a squiggly line, or is it quite good? Hello, Red Knight. Nice to see you here. I'm just going to literally check on my phone that everything is going fine. Yo, Justin. Uh, I'm assuming the stream's still going fine for everybody, and it's just the playback error in YouTube paid for the chat. I have to check. Yo, Koi, do me a favor. Just let me know the video is coming through fine. Um, I don't know what we're drawing today, Justin. We are about to find that out. I just want to just double check. I've changed all my settings, so everything's saying green and good so far, but it's saying no data. Coming through fine. Amazing. Oh, it's so reassuring when that happens. Let me know if it goes out. Kaiju No is definitely on the list at some point to draw 100%. I am just I'm super conscious of stuff not being showing. Hey, Galhan 19. Going well so far. Perfect. That's what I like to see. I've just tested it. It's just working. Brilliant. So I'm not sure what we're drawing today. I was hoping to get this actual tech working again and up and running, which I'm absolutely happy for. And that one. So I'll do a couple of hellos, then we'll get started. So hello to Tegan, Koi Gaming, Red Knight, Justin, Ark, Nerd Comics Inc., and Galahad 19. If anybody else is out there, say hi. Um, I'm good, Ark, and I am staying hydrated. I've got like a 1.5 litre bottle and a half of a 75 cl bottle with me to stay hydrated, which is quite good. Um, uh, Wednesday, that'll be the 29th, won't it? Red Knight, so the 26th. But yeah, happy birthday for Wednesday. Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, no. Cool. I misread it. So happy 26th birthday in advance. As Koi says, drop a like. I did try to get some extra commands working, but I don't think they are working. I wanted a bot to hook up so for people put in like exclamation mark Discord. Oh, it worked! Sweet! I got it working! Oh my god! Koi, exclamation mark Discord will give you guys a link to the Discord. Anybody can use it if they want to find out and join the Discord. And I'll be later setting up stuff for the mods. Oh my god, that's amazing. I am so happy. Oh, I know he did Callaham 19. I was watching it as he was doing it. I loved it. I was thinking A5 would be perfect with like the look. But yeah, no, that's cool. So that's working beautifully. Yes. Works when you're live and it's got a chance for the bot to come in, which is perfect. Means I can start setting up some rules for the mods to make their life easier, but also rules for everybody else. So if you guys wanted the Discord or something else, I can drop it into the chat and I'll sort them out. Because eventually, later on, the polls might go elsewhere, or there might be a sheet to say what we've drawn, which would be quite cool. Ark would like my take on Angelic Demon, not yours. Nice. not your OC, just my take on it. I might do that in a video actually, Ark, because the original Angels have got some really crazy designs. Nice. Yes, you can get a whole list of the commands that we've got there. There are some. Um, I might be, you can find out stuff. Hey, Kingpin, you've arrived until you've got to go eat your dinner. That's not a problem. I've got some commands working on my stream. I'm happy. I'm going to draw some. So, you know what? I think we're going to make a poll. So I'll tell you what, put your suggestions in the chat. I'll pick 4 of them and we'll make a poll. And then I'll put a twist on it. So put your suggestions, what you want to see in the chat. If we don't get 4 suggestions, I will then add some into the poll to make it a bit fairer so we've got them. I know we've got Kaiju number 8 and we've got Sauron from Lord of the Rings. But Sauron's just a really big eye. Unless you mean like the old-fashioned armor version, the old armor for him. But yeah, Poppy Playtime. Ooh, could do a Ben 10 one. I'm not sure it's the heroines, but maybe it's one of the okay, so we've got a few. So uh, okay, so I'll put in the ones. I'll try and be fair with this. Add an option. So we got Kaiju number 8. Uh, we had. Yeah, I think I'll just go with those. Terminator's a kaiju. We'll do that one later. Um, Kaiju number 8. Sauron-ish. Lord of the Rings. Um, we had something Puppy Playtime. And then I think we had Arx as an angelic demon. But Ark, I will do that as part of a video I'm planning. If I want to do something for angels in a video, so that'll probably come up to that later. So I'll put Ben 10. I will get back to you in a minute on your question, Gallagher 19, because I am an Invincible fan. I haven't watched all of season 2, and I've read a bit of the comics, so I can tell you on season 1 on that one. But just let me finish the poll. So I think the last one's going to be Ben 10. Might have to do another poll, but we'll start this poll and see what you guys want. So in terms of Invincible, Gallagher 19, I actually like the series. I don't think they can get it as close to the comics as it should be because of the subjects, depending on what the series is rated as. For season 2 onwards because it gets pretty dark pretty quick. But it will be interesting to see what happens on that one. Oh, that's interesting. 8 votes so far, and we've got Kaiju number 8, Sauron or Sauron-ish, um, Poppy Playtime. Wow, these are bouncing left, right, and centre. Nobody wants Ben 10 anymore. I'll just skip it on the channel. Would I want a Venom Kaiju number 8 crossover? No, yes and no. That would be quite cool, but I don't think that would work well for the. It just the kaiju's when the humanoid form regenerate kind of like Venom, so I'm not sure about that one. Um, oh, if it's a tie, I'm dropping the. I'm literally going to be putting those 3 into a poll, and you're going again, or we get a tiebreaker. I'm not doing all 3 again. Red Knight, a Saranam as a kaiju would be quite interesting. That'd be pretty close to kaiju number 8. Um, I don't know what I could do for that, but we will see what happens on that one. Uh, Yeah, why do you guys give me ties? I mean, come on. At this rate, we'll go with Toys Terminator as a kaiju. No, that could be another series on its own. Be quite cool. I am loving the fact I've got an excellent connection on what I've got so far. So quite maybe the auto settings work really well on this. Oh, you've got a question. Okay, up. How powerful your awakened if they were invincible? Joe, just asking. Emerald Jade, Dragon, Water Stacks. No, it's fine. In terms of the characters, they are a basic a comic level like Solo Leveling. If you've ever seen that, you have like an A grade, which will be like to take on an army, for example. An S rank could take over a country. Triple S rank could basically dominate the world. So out of them, they're mainly A rank with uh, B slash A rank. So like Emerald Jade and kind of like Fire Queen, they would be probably like high tier A, close to an S rank. Immortal's active abilities would probably be an S or an SS rank, just because at the moment he basically regenerates. So that's where they'd be. Invincible is potentially an S rank or maybe triple S rank, but he can be injured, so it'll be very close between them. Hey, Dragons at the bottom. Justin, wrong type of tie. Kaiju number 8 is winning. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. So we've got 5 minutes on the poll. And if Kaiju number 8 wins, that'll be quite a cool sketch. Well, the Venomized Sauron in an armor would look probably similar to the Venomized Dragon I did, just as in a knight type armor. Oh, I know you're just trying to be funny. I did chuckle when I was reading it, which is quite cool. There are other commands as well, actually. Let me see if I can get another one working, depending on what they are. Oh, we got a skip. Sorry, I missed them. We got two of them. What you got so cheery? What you got so cheery? That makes no sense, Deegan. I think that's why are you so cheery. I finally got the fourth world. I finally got to the fourth world in Mario. Good job. That took too long to do. You are kind of confusing me. I know. And the other skit we've got is Velocity. Oh no, Velocity speaking. So we got where are we? The Forbidden Realm. Okay, that's an awesome name for a place. What do we do? Clearly not panic. How are you so chilled in the Forbidden Place? I don't know. Hey, Marin, how's it going? Oh, nerd. That's a good question, actually. How would my own character? I'm assuming you mean the narrators in the power ranking scale. The moniker is definitely a high grade A tier, coming up to an S tier rank. Um, well, I'm ending the poll and we'll see what it is. I think Kaiju number 8 is going to win, so this is going to be interesting. Um, Demonica's definitely up there higher than most of them. She's probably going to be like a high tier A, lower grade S rank because she is a demonic creature. Nexum's, I would say Nexum's probably an A rank. Dino Dinoclaw in his normal form is probably something like a C rank if you're lucky. In his transformed form, he definitely powers up to be an A rank. Nexum on his own, he's about a C to a B. If he was to have his mech armors, depending on the armor, he could potentially become a high level A rank. If they don't mess up, he might even borderline S rank. Velocity is an A rank at the moment, to be honest, thanks to the demon with her. She's got a chance to become more powerful. Connor O'Farley, oh, he's actually an S rank. He's not very good at combat, but he's an S rank because of other abilities. Um, and then we have Ehrenfold. Now, Ehrenfold, I'm afraid nobody knows his rank. He keeps that tight, closely guarded secret because he doesn't seem all that, but he is powerful enough to take on most of those dragons and wee beasties. I know Red Knight hadn't done anything with Lord of the Rings before. Potentially, I'll do that in a video. I do want to branch into newer subjects, which a few of you guys in chat know what Friday's video is going to be. It is a newer subject, which would be quite cool. I asked because I want to draw Omni Man in the show versus those three. Yeah, no, that's cool. Omni Man's probably on par. Well, three of them together would probably be able to hold out against Omni Man for a while, but it's up to you how they go from there. They ask the same question each time in a live stream, but how many community redraws have you planned at the moment? I like the board. I have this one that's going to be dropping. There's an announcement out this week, but it's going to be dropping the 7th of June, due to Friday video being a special video. Uh, hey Tony, how's it going? And then after that, I don't know. I did have less submissions for this redraw, so I had. Well, put it this way, I didn't have. I've got enough submissions to do a video, but I didn't have as many as normal. Uh, so I am picking the following redraw as a very interesting one. So I need a Kaiju number 8 up. I've been watching this show. I love it. So we're going to bring up Kaiju number 8. Popcross got me into this. He gave me Kaiju number 8 to use in an artwork fusion, and back in September, November time last year. And since then, it's just been a case of Kaiju number 8 is just awesome. So I'm going to draw him, but I want him in a nice pose. I want to get few things up and sorted. So that's cool. So we've got a Discord. I'm so cool. We've got a Discord link in here. I can set timers and stuff now and banned words through here so we can hit stuff more often. But I want to be setting more commands for you guys to use in the chat, which would be quite cool. Right. So we've got Kaiju number 8. Let me just get another picture of him. No, not a toy. I just want a cool picture. The kind of detail of him when he's doing something. Oh, that's a nice picture. Sorry, references are key, and it's just taking me a second to get a couple of reference images off of Kaiju number 8, and then we'll do him in my styles and stuff. Oh, hi Myron. Bye Myron. You'll no doubt be back later, but if not, I hope things are going well for you, and we'll speak to you shortly. So let's catch up with chat a second. Dempsey, behind you is a biblically accurate Chansey trying to sing Barbie world while creeping up on you like a horror monster. I'm getting my samurai sword. And yes, I do own one. And I'm defending myself with a samurai sword and a bow staff. I'm bad at grammar, so if something makes no sense, that's why I also type it. That's not a problem, Tegan. I'll try and read it how it is, and then I'll swap around back and forwards. Are you going to tie up those loose ends about the demon gal being a double or triple agent? Oh, Galahad 19. I'm getting back onto that story a little bit with some stuff happening in the future. I am jumping back onto it. I took a small break to do some other stuff and got behind schedule, but we are continuing with the narrator story in that, so it's going to be quite cool. So this we can do Kaiju number 8. So I want to nail his face before we do anything else. Pretty much the structure, because he has rather cool face with his jawline. Comes up here and kind of goes in here and out here. Do I open that new window? Let's just have a look at that. If that's better. Comes up here. He comes back down to the U shape. It's amazing how fast you can sketch stuff when you really want to. Also, let me know if I get any issues on the stream. I'm hoping I get no issues today. Touch wood. It'd be amazing if that happened. That comes down there. Arms. Up. Another shielded bit down here. Come across and up around an eye socket. There are huge eye sockets actually, aren't they? He's got no nose. Yes, Kingpin. I'm super excited for it as well. It's going to be fun. Sorry, I was just trying to find out where I was on chat. Um, what to draw this stream? Arc. Draw an angelic demon, your version of it. That'd be quite cool. I so need to figure out how to do it. Oh wow, it's got a really weird face, hasn't he? That kind of comes out to be a thing, and it just goes into teeth around the side of the face. I never noticed that before. I watched the series and I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, I'm doing terribly bad. Oh, I can correct some of these later. Loads of spiky teeth. So I'm supposed to come down there then. I love the fact he's got like these circle effects in his eyes. So we'll make sure to add in. There and there. And then he's got one, two, three, and he's got one, two. Uh, Dragons are the bomb. Did I like your submission for the redraw? I have looked at them. I haven't actually looked at them in a week or two, but I liked all the submissions I've seen so far. So the answer is yes, I did like your submission for the redraw. I have to refresh my mind exactly which one it was, but I did like all the submissions that I've got. I didn't get as many as normal, so there's a higher chance for those who did submit would be selected. We'll see what happens. Interesting choice of weaponry. Yeah, I've also got a blade that you can change it to be. I've got two sets of foam nunchucks, a bow staff, a samurai sword, and a blade which you can make into horizontal with two bits pointing out the side, an L shape, or put it together. So it's like one of those, almost like it looks like one of those energy swords from Halo, or something type thing. So yeah. Oh, the Vulture War Mount thing. Yeah, no, that was quite cool. I did like that. That looked quite cool. Remember which one it is now. Nice. Um, what what if you use the weirdest brush you have to color it? Potentially. I mean, it could be interesting to do that. Obviously, I've got his head drawn at a certain angle, and I will be tidying this up because, technically speaking, that should all come to there, and that should come there, and it might go off a bit. But I'll sort out his facial proportions in a bit because they're not perfect, but they will make sense in a bit. So he has got Kaiju style neck coming out the back, hasn't he? He's got this thing here. And I get he's kind of like a humanoid Godzilla, but that's why everybody loves him because he's so cool. What do you guys think of Has Been Dragons as well? By the way, I had a lot of fun. I doing those designs, but the thumbnails were really difficult to choose. Um, which one I was going to do on it. So it was kind of like, what do I do? That's obviously part of his neck. Three parts like this around his neck. Wow, his neck goes massive, doesn't it? Okay, I've got some of these proportions wrong, but I'll be tweaking them slightly in a minute. It's very difficult to tell some of these proportions to be right because it's the picture I've got is at a bit of an angle, so getting this right is like a bit better. Uh, I go somewhere for dinner. Is for it's Wednesday for my birthday. Oh, you're going somewhere for dinner on Wednesday? That's quite cool. Oh, never skip. Who is that? Long time no see, Demonica. You haven't changed. No, you haven't changed. Oh, hey, you're the one who hijacked the stream last week. You know him? Kinda. Yes, the green screen of doom, which do not show up today. It showed up beforehand. Koi Gaming, congratulations being a member for 14 months. Wow. Oh, I'll tell you what, that looks quite nice. I'm going to be tweaking some of these later, so don't be surprised if you see some of these member things or whatever happens on the screen change to be like the narrators and stuff. And Dustin, congratulations for being a member for 8 months. Where do we get to? Family Man, I have a hard tough time. What will MJ be MJ? Did you like my vulture drawing for the regional problem? Yes, I liked all of the designs to be honest that I got sent in. There's some really cool designs, which has made it a bit trickier for me to choose what I'm going to do. But at the same time, they were so cool. It's really fun seeing all your concept designs that you do because you guys come up with stuff I don't even think about sometimes, to be honest, which is really cool. One of the things I like about the redraws is when you guys are stuff. Minecraft. Hey, member for 13 months. Wow, it's Member City Central today. Oh, can I do it? Will it let me do it? Please let me do it. It's my own stream. Go on, go on. Where's the ones that I can do for free? Wait, I've got a buy. Koi, how did you get the ability to gift members via the chat? Because it's not letting me do it, and I've got all my settings. It's like buy members for viewers, and then do you have to actually select a membership and then see what it does? Dragon of the Bombs. The Red Dragon was my favourite, probably because Alice is your favourite, even though you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I wanted to make sure to capture the essence of each of the dragons. So one of my favourite parts in this was the in kind of like the video was the fact that I think I caught the core elements of each dragon in it. So Adam, this is one of the things with the tails as well. So Alistair's radio staff that he's got became his tail. Adam's guitar was his tail, and Nifty had the knife that she keeps going around trying to get people with for the sort of like her personality. So that's kind of where that went. I'm not going into too many details on what everyone's personality, but those three dragons is where I'm going. I don't want to spoil it for Dragons Are the Bomb. Um, Justin, here we go. Fraud. Did your prank call Kim Possible? Nexum lad. I thought I was ordering pizza. I must have got the wrong number. Now that we got Kim Possible here, maybe we can party. My member somehow ended itself, but it haven't ended. Your member somehow ended itself, but it hasn't. But it haven't ended. You're not a member on the thing, but does that mean you can see the member chats in the community? Because that's a bit of a weird one. Oh yeah, Dragon's Bomb. She is seriously unhinged, which kind of adds to the fun of the character, to be honest. Um, change the pose up in a bit, but I know he's got very distinct like armor things coming around here for his legs. I think it's a rather cool concept that you can part change as well. I did like that when they dropped that in. That was a really cool feature for Kaiju number 8. Oh, that's fine. No worries, Dragons and Bombs. I just tend to try to spoil it on things. Which OC? I got like 7 or 8 of them. You need to pick one of them. Yeah, and I already drawn Jet Demon for my Army Man. I don't know Emerald Jade to fight. Okay. Do I have anything? Draw Starfire from DC. Oh, Enfold. Enfold has a website. Oh, hang on. Enfold. She has a website. It says she knew anything. That doesn't mean she has to be your party mate. Alapali. Leave a little Nixon lad. Maybe this is the funk I'll get you out of. I'm not doing all of them. Pick one. I won't. I'm not going to do all of the voices to Happy Birthday because I don't. It won't make sense for them one by one instead of being like a group in a video. Um, just on a heads up on that. Like, and obviously you got the bump that down. What do you mean? What about four? Just pick one for our red night, and we'll do one, and then we'll see about a bit later on. Give you credit for trying. It's just a case of some things when I do the narrators, I don't know exactly how they'd say it or the personalities do it yet because I've not thought of it. And doing birthday things like happy birthday, it sounds daft. It's a really simple thing, but it's not something I've done before. So it's kind of like a yeah moment. Oh, I'm goes there. Okay. And that comes here. Kind of want to move his arm back to the front and do something with that, but I need to finish off the. Okay, let's just increase that up. This other arm, I'm definitely going to have like a punch in. I'm mixing different reference images up here. Uh, oh, Koi, quick question for you. I did ask it. When you submit your, when you had the free gifted membership you could do, did you go to buy membership gifts, then select one of the membership levels, or did it say free on them? Because I would like to gift some more memberships out to people, but I know, but only if it's free. But it's going to pop up with something that says, oh, da 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 da, and it's like, well, it's not free. No, it's not doing it how it should do. Sorry guys, I can't give the memberships out because YouTube doesn't like me how it likes Koi. YouTube likes Koi Fish Gaming better than me. It's not being nice to me, guys. Let's have a word with YouTube so I can give free memberships out to everybody. Yeah. I know I lose what gets cut off from here. I'm not worried about that. I can always draw bits in, but I want to just focus on the energy of this piece. I like my Kaiju number 8. Kind of like references and stuff. It's really cool how it's design looks. I'm also drawing in where some of the wispy bits would be because I'm gonna make this quite nice. Oh, we got more. Okay, let's see. And I love the drawing you did so far, but I'm kind of sad about you didn't see new art I posted. I'm really happy with it. I just want your opinion. I would love to see your art you've posted, probably on the Discord recently, but I can't look at it just yet because my internet connection last week was so bad. I'm trying to limit what I've got open, so I've got the bare necessity open for the stream and the settings to just ensure we have what appears to be currently a good stream um, in terms of the connection and stuff. You can vouch for this. We spent about a good little while afterwards going through the settings, and then the next day I went through the settings, and I've even spoke to my provider, my internet provider, so that I can Make sure I have what I have. Also, my laptop doesn't seem to be charging at the moment, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens later. So give me a moment, guys. I just need to try and set some up so it doesn't fall over. There we go. And hopefully it'll start charging in a minute because it will go slow and die soon if that doesn't work. I say soon, in a little while, so it's kind of annoying, but one of those things that just happens. But I'm liking kind of trying getting the almost like the core essence of a sketch down to the composition and work on it a bit more, and then pick out what's going to be darker or lighter, which works quite well. So what have we got here? Just insert. Oh, hang on. Uh, oh, okay. Call corporate. You call corporate to tell you the difference between these two pictures. Jex, Dingaron, and Dino Dinoclaw. They're the same picture, lass. Nice. I'm not telling you to do it now or to do it or now. I'm looking for good pose for Starfire. Um, Starfire is usually the flying curve. It's look for Starfire New 52. That's the one that usually has the cool flying poses on the reference images. And Pinterest is always full of like quite cool poses as well. If you look for things, which is quite cool. So yeah, drawing Kaiju number 8, and then we'll add some more details on as we tidy up the lines on the sketch phase. I want to do a more of a cleaner sketch now. So that was that sketch. Do we have one or do we... Let's put the line out on this one. Just drop that down there and see what happens. Cool, the line out's got a little weird bit to it sometimes. If I get... Okay. I do like it a little bit down. Let's get his eye done. This is the core eye. This is the one that will like sell. I'm still a bit concerned my laptop doesn't seem to have changed its charging thing on there, which it was doing before, so I might have to improvise. If I can get the line art down, I can sort out a picture and stuff. I have seen This Is Not My Neighbor. I haven't played it. Um, for Starfire, New 52 is probably going to be, well, they got so many different versions. My version was more of an anime version on the artbook I did a while back, but whichever one you like the look of is what to go for. Uh, right. Let me just double check. Let's get this eye kind of done first. And then I'll check out the rest of the chat in a minute. Get started on some of this detail for him because his eye is his main quality. And I want to get the core essence of the shape of it because I don't get this right. The whole thing's not going to look right. Like Kaiju No, it's got quite a cool design. Um, damn, that comes out on top of that one that I had here. Gotta move this kind of tooth. That way. When I render this out, this should hopefully look a lot more cross between grittier and kaiju esque. I'm gonna add a few cracked bits on the skull. I know he doesn't really have them as such, but I like the idea of a few more cutting bits. And this other one needs to have a line here. And then it comes closer in this way. Doo -doo. Oh, okay, Red Knight. I will catch you next time. A bit behind you, it's Mayor McCheese is doing the. Oh my god, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. Yes, that would be Mayor McCheese, wouldn't it, doing that? I'm assuming the stream's coming through nicely still and it's working quite well at the moment. Awesome. I'm glad the stream's still coming through okay, because that's good. I also changed the background on my stream picture for this. I will be. I'm kind of going through like a small redesign at the moment with my kind of like branding stuff. So this kind of background that's a dark bluish color on the what you've got here. It's actually my background that's going to be going across the board. It's on the top of the page and stuff, um, which is quite good. And then yeah, just planning to kind of like distinguish my channel a bit more from other channels. So I've kind of like got a new thumbnail design I quite like. Thank you, Koi, so much for helping me test the guinea pig styles for that. Um, I'm starting to kind of like branch out into a few other kind of aspects. I plan to take a lot of the YouTube stuff a bit more seriously this year. I also have some new stuff happening this year. I'm going to, I've mentioned on the Patreon, but I will be working on a one or two new narrator designs for the year. Not saying anything much about what they are going to be about, but I will be working on the designs of them. So there will be some narrator concepts happening. Now, whether they get completely influenced by the community, which would have to be on Patreon, probably on Patreon or members, or if they are just like shared and then uh, generally, and to just show you what my concepts are in the final versions as I'm building them. I haven't decided yet, but I am looking to push the boundaries on a few things going forward. Which should be quite cool. If anybody in the chat who's still about and hears that, now you know a secret. That's not so secret. So that comes out from the bottom of this one then here. Yeah, yeah, Ark, you're paying attention, you know the secrets. Um, but yeah, Galahad, there's going to be more on Demonica's storyline happening in the next few videos. Uh, Possibly not the redraws, actually. Um, I know the main story arc is going to be the redraws of most of them because this one's different than it'll be mentioned in the video. But there is progression into her double agent status, which would be quite cool. Assuming you're still in the chat because everybody kind of goes quiet at this point, and I end up with hardly anyone watching. Uh, um, right, let me just change my stream a second. And there's going to be an ad for you guys shortly, it looks like, from YouTube, which is perfect timing because I'm just going to tweak the title of the stream. Um, just one check the final. There we go. Cool. I'll update that and maybe that'll get out a bit more, but continue with Kaiju number 8. I'm working on a sketch for him. Ah, he's got a giant crack down nuts. Anyways, kind of like skull, demon skull mask, which is quite cool. So this one comes back this way a bit, and then comes down from there. Quite like drawing on these streams. It's quite nice and relaxing to just chill as I draw with you guys. Whether you chat or not, I'm happy to answer questions if you guys are chatting. Um, Always look on the bright. Right, that song's in my head now, Tegan. Congratulations. I'm not going to sing it out loud just in case there's copyright, but thank you. I'm going to be wanting whistling that. I really want to whistle the tune for that right now. Starfire is much harder than I thought. I don't think I'm going to finish it for stream. That's fine. Just take as long as it needs to. I might not even finish this before the stream ends. I'm not entirely sure at the moment. But I get the luxury of on live streams being able to like flip the canvas and stuff a bit more than I do on my normal videos. do, 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 do. I can do that tune. I got rights for that one. So, have any of you guys seen Kaiju Number 8? It's a really cool series, but I don't know if any of you have read the manga, seen the comic, watched it on Crunchyroll when it came out. Last episode came out, the latest one came out yesterday, which is quite cool. Hey, Sweet America, how's it going? Glad you can make the stream. I'm just drawing a bit of Kaiju Number 8, which is looking quite menacing at the moment, but we're getting there. How's things for you? And you've not seen it, Uck? Ah, you should do it. It's really funny. It's on Crunchyroll. I say that if you're old enough to watch it, then watch it. Okay, so I need to finish up those and back in. Hey, Koi! Yeah, making use of that command. It's really useful, isn't it? Getting a proper Discord link. No worries, Ark. I've just got to do that for the YouTube community stuff and that. Just, if I recommend some, I've just got to say if you're old enough. Part of the community guidelines to be fair to everybody in that. Um, while that's going on, I am getting a drink, and I think I do have a small problem with my. And while the connection's good and that, I'm going to swap a few things around and then just. You guys are going to have to tell me if there's a green screen of doom, because I've had to. Wow, there you go. That should hopefully be charging now. Uh-oh. Anybody else hear that ding? That's the power thing trying to decide if it's charging or not. Got the connection to charge. Charge. Hey Ben, how's it going? Oh, it's gonna be charging soon. Sweet. Yeah, it's actually it is a good anime. It's also a really good. It's really funny to be honest. Right, stomach is not right. Cable or the connection of the angles. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just literally sorting out the power supply. I'm just improvising with power supply. Give me a second. I need to actually get some charging going on this, otherwise it won't work. Going forwards, I've taken out the extra monitor. I know the stream connection's a bit dodgy, but hopefully that's still going to work. I'll let that charge for a bit. Please, please, please let me know if green screen Doom reappears because I can't tell with what I've got set up at the moment. Um, that might be able to do it. Let me just shrink this down. Okay, I'm hoping the stream's still going well. Yeah, the face and hair of her are quite interesting to do. Yeah, it's becoming a mixture, which is quite good. It's quite nice to get some of the artist group on there. So that was quite nice to see that some of our OCs are going into Kingpin's bit. I don't know if he's still here. He said he was staying till he goes to get food, but I know from his streams he doesn't always eat very early. Um, it's just error YouTube's not getting enough data, but if everything's fine for you guys, then that's perfect for me. Ah, yeah, you suggested Dreamweaver from Night of Arcane, didn't you? That was the one. Okay, everything seems green there. It's just YouTube saying an error because the connection. Yeah. How is your evening going in that? Trying to use the reference to get the core elements of this. Kaiju number 8 line. Because he's effectively a powerhouse. This way, a very bit. Got another blade that way. Just the same comes down to here, and I've got another piece that comes out a bit and then out that way, which is fine because that's going to be enough for the back. And finish off some of his teeth. He's got a few more teeth on there. Oh, look, thanks for joining, Sweet America. I'll catch you later on. Thanks for checking in, and yeah, hopefully catch you on the next one. I know time zones are a bit weird with what I do, but yeah. You hate drawing Starfire's face. You're crying. Welcome to my world. Keep at it though. You'll get better, and it'll get sorted. Uh, yes, I did. You suggested your own character, plus Kingpin really needs to get around to come up with more original characters and designing them, might I add. Well, that's true, but at the same time, Kingpin designing your own original character is not easy. I know some people find it easier than others, but it's not actually that easy to come up with the design for a character. I mean, let's face it, it took me about 6 months to get two characters drawn on mine when I first did it. I had Nexon drawn before I had Dino Dinosaur drawn. And then we had Demonica as well and Ehrenfold. And it took me months before I got them drawn, even though they're in the mix. And I've got more characters on the way, and they're not even drawn yet, but they are planned in. So it just takes a bit of time. Unfortunately, we don't do it full time, which means that not only is it a bit harder doing character designs, but we don't get we kind of have to balance it around uh, other stuff in the day. If we had more time, we'd probably do tons more drawings, all of us, to be honest. Um, Knock out two, maybe three videos a week, get all that sorted. But unfortunately, that requires having enough revenue coming in to cover that. Yeah, Felicity was the most recent and the most annoying. She's living up to her really annoying bit of a voice going, "Oh, it's so unfair," and all that lot, which is really good having her and that kind of persona happening, which is quite cool. That neck bit is actually like more like muscle, so I think I need to draw this bit first. Do you think Jet Demon OC would be hard to draw? It depends on what style you're drawing it. So if I was drawing a demonic, an angelic demon, I might find it quite easy to draw, but I might go with the traditional bit of the horns, halo, tail, and pitchfork type thing, and the wings. Whereas if you're drawing it to the biblical sense, then the angelic demon would be quite difficult to draw because the angel has multiple eyes and wings over its body, and they're not actually in the shape of a humanoid body based on the biblical storyline. So it would be quite difficult. Yeah, Ben, it is Kafka in his lovely form. Wanted to embrace the kaiju on this one, as it were. I'm just working on getting his details drawn in because albeit some of it's probably easy, it's not actually that easy to get the angles right on some of these, which is always a bit fun. But the live stream's working this week after the 4 to 5 attempts last week. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was just like, the computer says no, no, everything said no. Everything absolutely hated me last week. I haven't touched the anime in a while, as well as the manga, because I've been saving up to buy more volumes. That's cool. I watch it online, so I think it's chapter 109 is the latest one, or it's either 108, 109 on the manga, which is quite interesting. And the anime is on episode 6, I believe, which is just where the vice captains found him during the first kind of like main mission that they're doing. Uh, and the captain's about to cause him some serious issues for the next fight scene, which I hope they do it justice. It'll be absolutely amazing if they do. That fight scene is going to be so epic. So that's gonna go there, up there, trying to get his pectorials in. Also, he's quite muscular when he goes to do anything. I need to give justice to the shape and size of them. That's got that glowing blue bit in there. I plan to do a lot of the glowing bits on a new layer, make them really have that glowing effect. I mean, my Jet Demon, you saw my drawing, so do you think it'd be hard to draw? Because some people say it's all hard. And that depends on how you approach it. If you break it down how you're meant to be into the like I did with this one with the basic shapes as I was drawing it, it could actually be quite easy to draw. But on the reverse side, there are aspects to even what I'm doing that we class it as quite difficult to draw. Um, It depends on what you're skilled at drawing. Some people can draw horns and bones and that really well, but they fail at basic flat face features. Um, some people can draw other stuff amazingly well and they fail at other features. It's 100% down to how well you can kind of draw it. Get some fat on that bit there, 'cause I shrunk the leg a bit. I'm more surprised it actually met up, to be honest. Oh, we also got a new command if anybody else wants to try it. If you type exclamation mark Discord, it doesn't matter if you're a moderator or not, it will drop a Discord link into the chat. So if anybody wants to do it, it'd be quite cool. Also, I'm glad that podcast drew a creature that I suggested. Is this in his video he's just done, or is this in another video that like one of his My Singing Monsters is like X-Men or something he's doing? Um, because I know he's done a Friday's one was the X-Men one, which looked really cool. And then I know this Friday's another My Singing Monsters one, which would be quite cool. With Grand Prix. and I've got to delve into that arena, as it were. Gonna have a go at doing some of my Sea Monsters related at some point on the channel. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to happen on that one. I want a bit of ride, didn't it? Its foot went a bit funky. Leave that bit and then put it down here. Its foot looks a bit smaller than what I was expected now, so let's just raise the size of that. That'll be underneath a shadow. Fine. Then we've got his hand. So I kind of drew his hand with the classic like manga style hand, the big gems on the top of his hand. For it. Be quite cool. What other things should we draw on the channel? Get your suggestions in now, and I'll possibly jot them down depending on what they are. I'm not promising to do them anytime soon, but I am looking to extend the list of potential things on the channel that I've got. Which should be quite cool. Ben Tennis Dragons. Should I continue that? No, Ben. This is Kaiju number 8. So this is actually from the series Kaiju number 8. This is the main character, Kafka, in his Kaiju form. So I'm drawing him in a pose, and then I'm going to start working on everything afterwards. I've got the main bulk of it down now, actually. I just need to sort his neck area here out with a few larger muscle bits because of how it's all tied together, which is quite cool. So I think I can turn that layer off now. We've got the essence of him. So I do want to go around the outside of it a bit thicker. And this is the one of the core bit. So we'll lock that and we'll go around the outline a bit thicker to make it stand out in a few areas and to close it off. The concept is you need to have a outline that's pretty much closed off for what we do when we're selecting the whole area. Technically, it's not 100% needed, but it helps a lot if it is a sealed off outline. You have to put that 100% and make sure that whole outline is there. Using a different brush than normal as well, so the outlining process may take a time. Well, it'll take less time than it would normally, but you get a bit more difference in line weights. But I'm just going on the outer lines to put them for now. Uh, yeah, it's very much similar to it in terms of the fact that the armor for the kaijus is like a demonic skull for this one. So I know the Attack on Titan series had, the skulls and the body parts and positions, so which is quite a unique factor for it, but it's definitely a kaiju. Forearms as a kaiju or dragon would be cool. I've done him as a kaiju on the channel before. Um, Forearms is a kaiju on the channel in one of the live streams. I think it's a two-part live stream. You might have to go back a bit, but it is under the live stream tab. So that's definitely been done. I haven't got it locally on my machine because I clear up space every so often. But it's definitely one on the list that's been done there. What else we got? Hey Kingpin, you've returned. Welcome back. Kingpin, request from the community. You need to design more of your OC characters. You also need to create more OC characters. Pass the message on, guys. Kingpin, you're not allowed to shoot the messenger, shoot the community instead. I'll let you borrow Anfold Bainsworth to hunt them down. He'll track down the community and he'll go and he'll slay the wee beasties. Sorry, I'm being a little bit I'm a little bit more relaxed now that the stream's actually been going well. If it goes chaotic in a minute, I'm gonna cry. Nobody wants to see me cry live on stream, do they? Well, you can't because the camera's off. Um, ads for some of you guys in about 40 seconds, just a heads up. Killed by a Xenomorph forearm. That'd be quite interesting, actually. Ben 10 aliens fused with Xenomorph. Hey, Kingpin, what did you decide to do in the end? Did you dispute it, or did you swap the music? Obviously, don't say anything else about that. Just yeah, let me know if you stop the music. You know, you swap the music out, or if you. Uh, it does. Did I just lose my connection? No, go back. Go back. Go back. Nexum is interfering with the stream. Aha, it's back. Okay, we'll leave it there. It's probably a bit of a dodgy cable, but as long as we don't get a green screen and it stays basically how it is, I've got no problem with it. I'm Tegan, I still have that song in my head. I'm still fighting saying it. I'm singing it. So anybody just joining, I am literally just going around the outline so that I can select it all in one go, um, and color fill the whole area in. But it does. I'm also adjusting the line weight on the outside. But it does mean that I do need to go around the core elements of the outline with the brush a bit more thicker. I'm using Rake's outline brush actually. Um, if nobody has seen him on YouTube, his channel is Rake, Reiq. He does some amazing artworks, covers for stuff like Street Fighter magazines and stuff. He he spent like 18 hours on a load of his artwork before, and it's absolutely stunning. A big inspiration for Color Theory for me, to be honest, which is where I sometimes use lighter. When I experiment, I use lighter colors or other colors to boost things out. Uh, so you're going to replace the music thing. Pretty sure that you've used the song without issue. You're wondering if things are different now that you're partly monetized. Maybe Kingpin. I know you've got your maybe it is because you're partly monetized because you've got enough to be in the. Have you got enough to link the shop or stuff? Yeah, because you've got the bare minimum, haven't you? Like the 5,000 and that to do it. Yeah, I can't sing. Probably going to lose more subscribers by singing than they do. I don't know what the current sub count is. Anybody let me know? Is it still 7.40K or 7.4K? Because we broke that today. That was a milestone, which is amazing. You're working on setting up the shop and stuff. That's cool. You should be able to do that underneath shopping on the Earn tab. You should be able to connect shop and then follow the instructions to link Teespring into it, and then you should start seeing your products go through into your list that you can tag. Well, Art died at 24 years old, or 23, including 13, but Art dying young, rest in peace. Art goes to 24. Literally, add turn on right when you had that problem. And add turn on right when I had that problem. Oh, well, as long as you didn't see the issue, that's fine. That's sorted. If that issue was hidden by an advert, that makes it even better. That's quite cool. Thank you, YouTube gods, for that. So that's going to come down there. That's that. And once I put all the light bits on, it's going to make more sense. But I also need to do this part here because of where all the weight goes. And that comes around here. This is why I quite like doing the thicker line weights on the new leg, because when they actually come in, they help an awful lot to hide some lines that I don't need to erase then. So that looks quite cool. And if I just go around the outline here, a bit more solid. But I've zoomed in, so it's not going to be too much different than what the original is. Make sure that's solid. I can now go, I want that, I want that, and I want that, and then I want to invert it to give me my main colouring underneath, which I'm going to use for my majority of my bits on here, but I am also going to potentially do the background colouring stuff first. I've been learning how to do different things lately, which is really cool. So I'm going to create a background, and usually he's in a city scene, just stuff getting destroyed around him. But we'll see what happens. Dempsey, is that a xenomorph kappa breaking into your house? No, because we got new locks downstairs, and it's going to take him a while to break in. Unless he comes through the broken window, that's the other side of the wall behind. Maybe. Also, my iPad's not charging. Oh, not my iPad. My computer's not charging a minute. So please bear with me, guys, while I try to fix the problem. Okay, charge. It's on 8%. So if the stream has gotten laggy or there's any issues, please bear with. I'm hoping to sort this in a second. In fact, I'm going to put on a be right back screen a minute, and then I'm going to try and fix that after. So I will be right back. Don't leave this space or this stream. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like it's charging. So if it's charging, yes. I'm back now. Yeah, apparently, uh, Kaiju Forearms Xenomorph hybrid killed Ark. Supposedly. So, quite interesting. Alright, let's change the background colour. He's quite tough. So I want him to be quite light, but he's also going to have to be lightning electric. So maybe we'll go for a darker colour like that, and we'll add some more stuff to it. So we want to add a kind of a gradient effect. I feel gradients work quite nicely, especially with the colours that I'm going to have. So it's actually quite cool doing it this way because I'm trying to work on the colour of the background for the piece because I can put the flats in for the character. I kind of want to just ignore him for a minute. I want the line art to just help a bit, but I'll go that one and I'll raise it by that. Gonna have some kind of glow around here in a bit anyway. Gaussian blur that. A bit of background gradient. And then it's got that light green colour. So what works well with that colour? Harmony. I got triadic, I want complementary. But it's got that colour. So that would work well. So let's drop that in. Let's do a. Oh, that looks quite cool, except for the fact that it goes a bit damaging. Yeah, let's add a soft light, just to add a bit of colour into it. That's fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use this to actually get the flats for the colours for the character. So he's got a skull face, which means he's definitely going to have some grey on his scully face. So that's probably going to be the best colour for it. And we'll go back to the classic. I could use that as a reference, but I don't think I picked everything up in it. So he does have the white colour over here. So that should be quite nice and simple to do. One of my favourite things about the clipping mask is like it's so much time. Actually, I quite like how that looks. Um, just screenshot that for potential thumbnail later. Just in case you guys wonder what I'm doing. What else we got? I know it was a Xenomorph Forearms. Oh, it wasn't a Kaiju version. I thought it was a Forms Kaiju Xenomorph. Never mind. So, I guess the next question is, who's going to watch the new Deadpool Wolverine movie when it comes out? Because I've already booked my ticket. Sorry, I'm I've never booked a ticket. I never knew you could book a ticket in like several months in advance, but I've managed to do it. So I'm like, yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, even at my age, I learn new stuff. It's amazing. Ah, Mac, no, stop playing up. Work. You've got everything in and connected. You were working the other day. Why are you not working now? Charge. Come on, charge, charge, charge. I haven't touched that. Why are you playing up? Right, that has the icon. Charge. I think I might need to buy a new cable at some point. If the computer does die and the stream does go, I will be back. Yeah, yeah. That Terminator Kaiju. We're getting everything today, Koi. Terminator Kaiju. I'll be back. Um, it's Tifa a lot whiter than the rest of them, by the looks of things. should be the last real bit for that colour, to be honest. The rest of it's going to be grey. Oh, nice arc. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it too. I'm looking forward to it. I'm quite chuffed that I managed to book a ticket a little while in advance, which is quite cool. And for now, that's good. The laptop is charging. It's one of those weird things. When I set it up to have a dual monitor and go live, it suddenly goes, "Oh, I need more power." It's like, no, you don't. The monitor's plugged in. Why are you draining power from a laptop with a monitor plugged in? But apparently it needs more power. It's really weird. The rest of this body's pretty much, other than the bit I need to do at the top there, the rest of the body's pretty much kind of this color. So technically speaking, I could just go the fastest coloring of any kaiju ever. Only on DempseyJ illustrations. Check it out now. Um, that does have the blue color. It's everywhere. Some knuckles, shoulders, legs. So these bits of that color, and of course I'm going to do it over the top, but the layer's going to get dropped if I've done this one down a layer, so it's just above but doesn't inherit the clipping mask. I don't want the clipping mask inherited on this. I want it to be able to glow outside of where it is, if that makes sense. Kind of a weird one. I need it on layers above, but I need it on individual layers away from everything else because it won't work otherwise. I've got to do the blacks of his eyes too, and then make some lightning. First, did you have to deal with one armed Luke? uh, Tegan's got a skit, so let's have a look. I bet I can beat Loki. I'll take that bet. Half an hour later, he cheated. Nah, he's just powerful. Could have taken him. Nah, you couldn't. Thanks, Art. And yes, it's I'm surprised that I didn't get any comments from the go at me for my question I put on my thumbnail, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. I respect other people's beliefs in that, but yeah, putting that part of the that question based on the song, I was surprised I didn't get any more bits for it. Um, just sort of points out. I think the screen on the iPad just goes for me rather than for you guys. So when it adjusts the brightness on the iPad for whatever color or power it's got coming in, kind of goes a bit funky. But anyway, right, the eye is the key. The eyes are going to be awesome. Oops, not that one. I need to go back to a. The eyes have to be solid, so they got to be comic ink. So it's going to be. Um, I do believe that's a full bit in the middle, potentially. Oh no, it's got a circle in the middle. And oh, it's charging. 9 hours to go, anyway. Well, technically it's the same thickness. Uh, Cool. And the other eye, you don't actually see the other eye, but a bit of a glow. So I guess I got to do a line around here for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the dark color inside, and I want it to be this off black, almost like a tan color. And the reason for that is it'll have a nicer contrast on the eyes. So it's still got the kind of dark color that you want for the eyes, but there's enough of it for me to do a offset in the color. Well, it does make it a little bit tricky on some areas. And I would like to just color fill in a bit of this with that color, but the attention to the details on the flats that are gonna give this artwork a bit of a pop. That's the dark black color. So anyway, I know I've got to add shadows into this bit, but I think this is the core of the design done. I might actually change that one though. Technically, I know you shouldn't be able to see it from the picture, but I got a feeling that I would probably see that at least. Which doesn't make sense for his eye, but it makes perfect sense, and that'll probably go a bit faded down, but that's potentially how I think it would look. And it looks odd, but it is right, which is a bit confusing for some people. Anyway, I also want to add the gradient effect over the top. So this gradient effect, I basically use a noise layer. And you guys that are regulars will know, but for anybody else who jumps in the stream later, I use a noise layer and I just add this like texture over the top of everything. And it looks really weird when it's on full opacity until you drop it down to about 10%. I mean, that's not too bad on normal, but I usually like to pick a hard light layer and I can adjust the opacity to what I want. And then I'll add a overlay layer based on the light. And this time I'm going to pick this as the color for the overlay. Soft light, approximately 10%. And just add a bit of the light from. Let's put the light from the background. That actually look cooler. I just want to add it over the top from where I think the light's going to be hitting more than anything else. It adds a bit of a. I'm going to be adding a gradient onto these anyway to highlight a certain area. But it just adds a bit of a glow to certain aspects of this. Just enough to give it a bit of a boosted vibe. So now when I alpha lock my layers, and I'll turn these off just so I get the plain flats. I want to drop them down. So if you're doing it in anime, you basically drop it by 20% in the darkness, and then you shift it along. And that's your pretty much next anime color to use. So that would be across the bottom would be this darker color which gets picked up. And then obviously you'd add that where you want the major dark bits to be. And then the same, you take that color and you go up by about 20%, and you go along the other way. And that would give your anime light color to put over the top of everything here. Which is quite cool, and it works out quite well. Hey, Dragons of the Bombs, welcome back. I didn't look at chat for a bit, and I've missed stuff. Hey Dempsey, do you take requests for a character to draw next live stream? I can take a request. If you put a request down, I will put it on a list of potential characters to be done, or it will be picked for it randomly if it gets picked. If there are suggestions, please drop them in the chat and I'll try and get them. I might actually, for the next live stream, I'm going to make a command, I don't know, exclamation mark, suggest or something, and it'll link to a spreadsheet where you can add a character suggestion. However, if you delete someone else's from it, because I will have edit history on, your suggestion will be taken out and you'll lose that right. I'll make it so certain people can't do it. But I can do stuff like that now. So, like we do with the Discord, we can actually drop in spreadsheets and stuff that we link to that you guys can access, tweak, and then we can check it out ahead of streams. So, if that sounds like something you guys want me to do, then fine. But yeah, then drop it in and let's see what happens. I'm back. I'm going to start digitizing, and I love it. I'm glad you like how it's turning out. Heavy sarcasm. Okay, nothing too no, nothing too chaotic. Yeah, Dragon definitely nothing too chaotic. So, okay. Let's see. I think it would be cool if it were a building background. Yeah, the reference image had a building background, but for now, I want to do. Let me do what I'm doing first, and then you can see it afterwards. If that makes sense. I completely get what you mean. Um, Building backgrounds would look quite cool, or rubble or destroyed, but at the same time, there's a whole aspect of this that's going to be quite interesting when it drops done. But yeah, I did think building background as well, so there is a possibility I will tweak something from this, but we'll see shortly. Oh, I need to do another layer actually. Um, Nothing too major. I just need to go around all the teeth. Which I'm doing rather quickly, so I'm wondering how this is going to look out for the whole concept of around his teeth. Obviously, main shadows and lights I'm going to put on this will be done, but I want to make the teeth. You've got to make them a universal color, like even if they've got a bit of a gradient color on, you just make them all part of the same flat concept. By flat, we mean like the base colors. We call them flats because usually, even if they are a gradient, they are the core flat essence you use. Let's move that more to the warmer side of things. Um, I knew I'd have a couple lines extra that wouldn't make it properly on some of this. And also, I knew I missed a bit here. Which is why the eraser is always really handy to have on command. That's Bella for his teeth. I knew my stomach when I was looking at this one to alpha lock. So again, I want to go down by about 20%, and go along the other way, then have my soft brush on what is on, and just basically add the bits that are going to be more in the shadow. I'm spending a bit more time doing this than I normally would for the shadow and effects, but I think for the nature of space, I've got to get these kind of like depths in. So it's going to add more to. This is the bit where the sketch and the ink and the flats they take longer, but they work out better in the designs if you take your time on them, which is quite cool. Uh, so Marcel or Senshi would look cool in your style. They're from Dungeon. Awesome. Definitely gonna jot them down. Give me a second. I'll get a pen and paper and I'll jot them down because I got a new notepad to jot stuff like this down in while I'm live. So let's jot that down. I'm assuming that's just a straight redraw on my style of those, by the way. But let me know. Hang on, is that Dungeon Meshi Eye, the dungeon food one where they eat monsters? Or is that Dungeon Meshi one? Nice. Then you're being too harsh on yourself there. Koi, thank you for doing that. There'll be a new one next week, Koi. I'm going to set up a spreadsheet for suggestions for live streams, and we'll have a new one that people can use. But I do appreciate the usage of the Discord command. And if any of you, if the mods aren't in at any point, I have made that Discord command public, so anyone can use that. But there will be some that the mods can use or drop out, so only the mods will be able to drop them out in the future as well. Even though you might be able to access it and do what you need to do on it, I've got a couple lined up for the mods once I finish adding them. So down by 20%, along a little bit, up that a little bit, and that could be. Mm, well, that's the kind of force image for me. It's like that long white. Yeah, definitely going to add some colour onto this. So these eyes are going to have a bit of a. I know they've got that light colour, but I think it'll look cool with a bit of a. Obviously, the lighter colour can be more in the turquoise kind of round stuff. Oh, hey, Stella Kitsune. Congratulations on being a member for 5 months. And that's not much. The stream's working this week, and we're doing Kaiju number 8. And hopefully, there's going to be no green screens. No one's complained about it. We've just literally come partway through near the end of the flattening stage, and then just adding some lighting and bits to basic lighting and stuff to make it stand out. But here's the fun part of why I wanted this on a new layer. It's the glow effect time. 10%, and then the other one always goes a bit more, the glow effect. And then the top layer always goes. Gotta find the right one for it. Maybe that's a bit too vibrant, but screen's not too bad for that one. I just check if I make this a color dodge layer, will this actually work a bit better for it? Oh, that's a bit cooler. I will add more of it, more of the bits to the layers and stuff, but that's kind of like looking Kaiju number 8-ish. It's looking quite cool. Enough to at least start putting the details on and the lighting at the end, which would be quite cool. Hey D9 Flow, sorry, haven't catch I haven't caught up with chat a lot, but yeah. You should watch it, D9 Flow. It's amazing. I love it so far, so I think you'll enjoy it. Well, heads up, I'm going to post a new video in the future for a new Pokemon review. That's quite cool. What region are you doing this time? Because have you finished the last one, or are you just moving on to another one? Yeah, I watch them online, or I read them online, Ben. It might be easier for you to read in Kaiju number 8 online, and then obviously be careful what sites you go on to read it, because, a lot of the sites have other stuff hidden away. But yeah, I tend to watch Kaiju number 8 online, which works quite well when I watch it. But the site I use is not the greatest in the world. Let's add an overlay layer. Let's add I always think I'm like Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's add an overlay layer. It's like I overlay the network to summon XYZ, blah 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 blah. Okay, so if the lightning's going to be more that color, how many colors of that? So I want the shadows in that color, I think. Let me check. Oh, that's going to look quite cool. Okay. I'm not really sure about that vibrant color though. Maybe it's going to be more that color of the multiply, so it doesn't look quite so bright. That's much better. That's going to have a nice effect, I think, once I'm done. I've experimented with different colors as well, so I'm looking to add colors into the shadows to make them stand out a bit more, which would be quite cool. Ben, what was the last bit you got to on your 3 volumes in? D9 Flow. Crunchyroll's got it. They've got 6 episodes so far. I watched it on there. It's subbed, but well, sorry, it's subtitled, but yeah, it's on there, which is quite cool. Uh, Moving on to another one, and this region is a collaborative region for Kid Icarus X Pokemon. Oh, that's quite cool. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the fourth for a long time. Well, if it's something you're keen to get, then just save up and get it. That's the way it works. But yeah, if it's something you have to do, and just you know set as a goal and get it. Dragons at the Bomb says, I've been trying to post my art on YouTube, but mostly it's just contest submissions and the amazing differences characters as dragons. Might do other things later on when school's filling out. That's cool. Just post it and get a feel for it at the moment. That'll work. Uh, Stella, is that a scene more for a Quasar breaking into your house? You've got the thing about Pokemon breaking into the house. I just want to screenshot that. The reason is I'm screenshotting certain image bits of the image at certain points instead of a full JPEG out because maybe a working process will go for the thumbnail if we don't finish it today. However, it is I don't know how long we've been streaming, nearly 2 hours now, and it's going good. So I'm going to continue quite a bit on this. Also figuring out the shadows. So let's start working out some shadows on this. Because obviously, like, the anime and stuff, it doesn't look like it's quite as detailed as this, for example. But some of the fun of the live streams is you can actually get detailed. I mean, if that's maybe be a bit darker instead. Yeah, we'll go with the darker one for now. Darker seems to add a bit more. We can always change the color of the layer afterwards anyway. It's got the contrast on the face to make it look a bit more menacing. It's probably the correct term. Yeah, maybe I should come up there. One of the nice things about zooming is I can add more detail onto this. So this is going to turn out a really detailed piece once it's done, which is going to look so cool. I got to go. I tried to watch Coding at some time. I love the drawing. Everyone have a bit. Same tuning I play if you're still there. Hope you have a good day. Glad you enjoy the drawing, and thank you for popping in on the stream. Catch up with you next time. I will try and be more active on the Discord, coming up every now and again. I haven't been fully active on it. Things been a bit crazy with work in that at the moment, but I am getting back to it. However, I have been jumping in and seeing all the amazing artwork by people, so it's really cool. I like the manga style more, honestly. I don't know. I don't like how the anime got rid of the sharper and angular look, but the animation is still absolutely cool. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of like for they probably got rid of a bit of it for the animators to save them a bit of an issue. So if you think about it, if they had the more sharper style, it might take longer to get the release out. But also, a lot of the fight scene animations and stuff are easier with curvier lines because if you freeze frame a lot of animation, you will wish you hadn't on fight scenes. It's quite funny. They look absolutely horrific. As a artist, a designer, and that art, it's just like, yeah, they look horrendous. But on the reverse side, that's just how they kind of look. Also on the reverse side, it is tricky sometimes drawing some of these bits of the darker shadows, but I do like how this colour's kind of working on it. I'm trying not to make it too strong on the ones at the front here, keeping a bit there. Original style a bit down to there. Obviously, some creative freedom with some details on the actual face itself, the bits that I need to get back onto Comet Ink or do back onto solid brush type. There we go. I think maybe that should just be solid. Really going for the detail in this piece. So it's a shame that YouTube doesn't put this out quite as far as you'd like it. I also need to start thinking maybe live streams in advance, so the content that I'm going to be working on rather than kind of like just announce it in the middle of it and go, yeah, I'm going to be working on this today. Might help me just a little bit in future. Trying to be more organized with everything is the main focus currently. Well, I'll tell you what, this effect would be great for Skeletor's face, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think this would be really cool, like a Skeletor style face. What else have we got? You guys talking amongst yourselves, that's fine. I don't need to input on that one. Just need to figure out what I'm doing for some of these bits here. Because even if I color those bits in that way, there's still going to be a base of the image on. There's still going to be another line coming down, but this is going to be quite dark in here as well. few lines here and there just to give a bit of depth. Doesn't have to be nothing too serious, just needs to give a bit of depth on here. Maybe a few extra crack-like marks on his skull. Just to make him look a bit more intimidating a bit. Yeah, I quite like that. Now's the fun part. So I'm going to just focus on his face for now. Change that back to the... Maybe I could use the flat brush for this one. Possibly. I might have it. I might fulfill Justin's wish by experimenting with that brush on this. But we will see. Assuming people are still in the chat, like Justin and that. But I'm loving how the effectiveness is coming out. I just need to make sure I loop the entire section that I need because I can loop multiple areas. Which is quite good. I just need to make sure I get the core elements where I want on this first one. Oops, don't want that. I just leant on the keyboard and made something pop up on the middle of the stream. It's like, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted on the screen. This is coming quite nicely actually, this skull. Wait, have we got the green screen? Is it gone? Uh, oh, hang on. Tegan's saying the green screen. Hello, how have you been, Dempsey? Green screen, if you're back, go away. Um, Hopefully it's gone, the green screen. I don't want to see it again. I'm hoping I haven't had any issues with it because I can't see that part of the screen. But thankfully, though, my laptop is now charging again. 10 hours to charge, but it's on 12%, so it's not going to die anytime soon, which is nice. I want to add a lighter colour, and that's my normal light colour, so that's how that looks when I edit over stuff in general. I kind of just use this to get a feel for it anyway, but yeah. Am I overlay it? Nope, wrong layer. No, that actually worked quite well. Not as good as a. Don't think that's as good as if I change it to the soft brush though. If I change that to the soft brush, go somewhere. That feeling this might give a much better blend. I like how his face looking like he's firing up at the moment. It's like a bit of glow to it. It's quite cool. And then if we add it onto the add layer, we should have what we want happening. Uh, oh, thankfully it's never shown up. Cool. No problem, Dragons of the Bomb. Thank you for joining the stream for as long as you have. Have fun at school tomorrow. I know people say that and everyone goes, I hate school, but have fun at school tomorrow. Thank you for joining the stream, and we'll catch you next time. I will be posting wherever I get to on this onto the community tab anyway later on, so it's all good. So this kind of that's what I think it's going to do on this. I'm not going to do it on all. I can't talk. I'm not going to do it on all of it, but I will be doing some of the cracks on the main part of the design stuff just coming through just a little bit. trying to think where the light would be hitting his face to only give the most impact, as it were. Because even if I don't do lines on all of it, I need to do enough of what could be deemed as a highlight to show. So his face kind of has that impact. I know there's going to be a glare in his eye there. Loki, I am here to take over the game. Yeah, Loki, not a chance. To be honest, Kaiju Skull for me looks like a Titan from our house. I don't know why. And you missed the message I wanted to ask you. Oh, hang on. I've been thinking of making a comic for Angelic Demon. Just I have thought, how do you think I should start with it? Ooh, amazing drawing, looks spectacular. Thank you for the kind words about the drawing. In terms of the comic, I think you should start with writing out your story, designing your characters, and having your clear message of it. So you want to have your characters' interactions jotted down in a story. The best way to do it is think of a comic as a 16-page chapter. It's got to be multiples of four, so it's going to be a 12 or 16-page chapter, front cover, back cover, and think about what you're writing onto it, and then the panels and what you want on each bit, the core thing. Because it's a comic, the drawings tell the story more. So as long as you've got the core bits for your story, it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, it's working your way through it. But also sketch out a rough version of your story. So sketch out your scenes bit by bit. Don't focus on the detail, just focus on what's going into it. I think that's probably the best bit I can give you. For advice, there are loads of things on how to do comics, but there's such a vast amount of information. It may take a bit of time to go through enough of it to do what you want to do. Doing teeth really annoying. Just figured, like, depending on where the light's hitting, you won't see all the stuff on the tooth, but you'll see some of it. So like drop a few light bits in here. I think that's going to be it for the face. So let's go to the next color. So back to this. I have extra layers in case I need them for the multiply and the add layers. I always like to keep a layer or two spare. Um, the next bit, this huge bit here. What am I going to do for the last the light and shadow behind, doesn't it? Okay. It's going to kind of be a different idea, but there is going to be a shadow on that bit at least. Then kind of tricky because some of this will be in light and won't be in light depending on what you do. Let's see what I can come up with. So I'm going to stay and continue with that line down there. Solid shadows for these bits. It's where my brain's got to think, oh, where are all the shadows going to go? Oh, that worked out really well. I am quite pleased with how that worked out, to be honest. I was not expecting such a nice kind of effect on it. Cool. Quite happy about this. Give me a green screen, so I move that one item. I have a story. I don't know. Should I start with like what's going to be my first drawing for it? Do you think it will become a spy? Do you think, Gently that becomes a spy that hence monsters would be a good idea. And sometimes I get while drawing where the shadows and sometimes through light side and dark side and light. Okay, so two things there. You're asking about the story if it's a good idea. It's up to you. If you can flesh it out and make it emotional and people relate to it, then it is definitely a good idea. That's the key aspect. It's got to be relatable to people. The other aspect is about the light point. In pencil, if you're doing it in pencil, very lightly put an arrow in the direction you want your light source to come from. So if in one scene your light source coming from the left or the right of the character, depending which way they're facing, that you can put an arrow to point where it's coming from. If you remember the light source is going to be here and where they're positioned around it, then that will work too. That's probably the best advice I can give you on that one. It's a bit tricky to give advice on that side of things on that for that one, I'm afraid. Um, Not because I don't want to, just it is a tricky subject for lighting and stuff. It can be quite subjective to what you've got your core lighting area to be exposed in that. But yeah, I mean, if you're doing the comics, start with what you think the most interesting bit will be for the comics. A lot of comics will either, depending on if it's like a rebirth story or something for like anime, it starts off with like the past life and what happens to them and then getting wiped out. Or it could start off with the in a situation or where they're starting from scratch, but then slowly tell the bits going on bit by bit. It's fine. I'm happy to share advice with anybody who wants it. We're a art community. It's the whole thing we kind of do. We like to share knowledge and stuff, which is quite cool. Why are you the only one talking? Because there's probably 5 people watching now, I think, according to YouTube. I've got no idea. People are lurking in the background, and it's a chilled stream. Although it wouldn't stay that way for super long, because I'm about to break the boundaries and stuff. I'm about to add extra details in that aren't on the original concept. I want to add a kind of pattern to him. So adding the extra details comes in, but it's kind of not always simple to just draw the extra designs. But where I've got this is why I have an extra multiply layer, to be honest, so I can do things like this texturized that I want to put in myself. And then it picks up the light and the shadows from everything else and makes things work. He's scaly like Godzilla. He is almost a lizard. As someone put, a humanoid lizard, humanoid Godzilla. I can't remember if that was Ben who put that in the chat or someone. If it wasn't Ben, I do apologize. I've just named just saying Kaiju number 8 is like a humanoid Godzilla, but it's just a case of putting all these bits into place really for what's happening. That's going to add to the detail of this piece at the end. Tegan's got a skit. Okay. What's that? It appears to be a Pokemon-like creature. Why are you laughing? King Campit just drives a stump. All right. I do like your little scenarios, Tegan. I don't. This is what I mean when you guys come up with stuff that I don't think of. So the skits and stuff are quite fun to watch and do from time to time, which is quite cool. I just, I did think about it earlier, but I didn't see the chat. I have to go back. Red Knight did Red Knight actually say who he wanted to do happy birthday message? Because I asked and then I couldn't see anything in the chat and then they left. Just thinking about it now, just while we've got 4 people in chat. If I missed it, I do apologise. It was not intentional. I just got lost in the chat and stuff for a while. It's quite what's the word? Quite busy at the start. Do you think this texture effect's quite nice? But I think I probably made a rod for my own back with it. Um, just because it's gonna be one of those things I'm gonna have to put throughout the entire design. But at the same time, I quite like it. I think it's adding a bit more texture and shape to it. I'm trying to make some of these shapes not quite so consistent with others. Kind of try and get them a bit more organic in some aspects. But there's going to be some bits that look a bit odd. They don't want it perfect. I get there'll be bits that are more blockier than others in some aspects and bits that are lighter. I think it adds to the texture of this piece. So, who have we got left? Who's lurking in the chat? I know we've got Tegan and Art. Have we got anybody else? It's still in the chat. I did see them pop up every now and again with the Discord being shared, which is awesome. Obviously, don't forget to leave a like, guys, because it does help out throughout YouTube. I don't know how many likes we've got on the video currently, to be honest. but I think YouTube gets about 20 likes, it decides, oh, actually, people are watching this. That's good. That's more people. Um, yeah, I am working on trying to get things more interesting and interactive. So there will be things coming up into the live stream and the videos, sound design for the videos to make them a bit more interesting for people. Oh, you're working on your redraw video. Nice. I've got to start mine yet. It won't take me long, but Friday's video is the higher priority, obviously, because that's sooner. That's a date we can't shift. This one will be done for Friday. It's not going to be Saturday. This one will be done for Friday. Has to be on Friday. Has to coincide with Friday. The only thing that I'm saying on it. I need to make like a random organic brush for this, I think. I don't know. I just feel sometimes drawing this texture, which, don't get me wrong, I think it looks really cool. It just takes a while. It's one of them things like, Kingpin, this might take as long as one of your streams. Not meaning that in a nasty way, I just realized how that sounded. I mean, one of your, your one summit drawings a stream, your little ones. Yeah, this might take as long as one of them. You'll finish your character sheet when I finish this. Deal? And you guys will probably get an ad in about a minute, so just a heads up on that one. I've been watching a lot of short I don't know if they're Korean, Japanese, or they're basically Eastern style dramas lately. I've got an app. They're like a minute or something long. And I'm kind of into them at the moment. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to learn more about like connecting type thing. Getting it more emotional or relatable stuff. Because I feel retention is one of the hardest things to have on content, especially doing art like this. There's some channels where they do drawings, they don't talk, they do stuff, and people are like, "Wow, it's amazing the art," and we'll watch the streams and everything. And there's others where it's like, "Wait, are you serious?" You know, you don't get anything on the stream. You're like, "Wait, hang on a minute. Maybe I should do a stream sometime without talking. I'll just do like an ASMR stream, bit of music, drawing, no talking, and see what happens." Can I be quiet for that long? No. I love how this automatically picks up all the texture from the light that I'm doing. So the bits that I'm actually. I mean, if it wasn't popping before, it's going to pop after this. Yeah, I think this is coming on quite nicely for this design. What do you guys think? Thanks, Minecraft. I appreciate that. Which one that you posted before? Because I see a retracted message. I don't see another message, which is kind of hard to know what message it is up. If you can put the message again up, I'll do it. Sorry, I didn't sleep well the other night. That's not a problem. I'm still continuing with this as best I can. Uh, I'm actually back this time. Took a shower and we heated some leftover curry. Not much, just pretty much doing that part of the kaiju design to then come down to these parts. So I'm kind of working through the way it looks, the layers and the shadows and stuff. It's quite good fun adding all these details to these at the moment, which is quite nice. And I'm enjoying how Kaiju number 8 kind of like turning out. I don't want them to be too over the top in design. But I also want it to capture the core essence of the character and what we're drawing, if that makes sense. So it's still identifiably a badass kaiju type humanoid character. going to be dark around these bits as well. Where there's different shadows around the lines, but it's also this illustration is kind of gonna go from not that like wow to oh my god in a minute. So not that wow. I'm actually loving how this one's turning out. In all fairness, um, kind of one of the best ones I've drawn so far in a very long time. I'm hoping I've caught the essence of the character in this one, and when I finish it, I hope it really makes him pop in terms of the my style on top of what the character actually looks like. Darken here with an extra shadow around this bit. And now this ledge is going to be there. Oh, I put too much detail on this. Character myself. Amazing job on Kaiju No. You did a fantastic job on it. Yeah, but I don't know what message you posted before. Was it just the amazing job on Kaiju number 8, or was it one of the other ones you had in there? The character's me, which is great. You know, it's easy. I can do that voice. Um, Vegan art challenge. The first 3 colors you see are the colors of a character, and you can add other colors, but they can't overpower the first 3. Interesting. Fingers. Demp. After the last few streams, is the tech villain canon? It could be. After the last few streams, he definitely earned his way into the history book to being annoying. Um, we will have to see what happens on that one, Ben. But yes, I've seen the design, which I think is absolutely amazing, and I've mentioned it on a couple of Discords where I chat to select individuals that are like moderators. Um, or in like community discords about YouTube stuff, and I've said, yeah, I had a terrible live stream, so like goals for the week, have a live stream that actually worked, which yeah, it's working. Um, set up a few shorts to be done and sort a few things out for YouTube. But it's also a case of work on a few other things. But the really funny bit was I said you guys turned my a green screen, the Doom part of it, and the internet connections into a tech villain. You've made it into like a standalone character, which I thought was absolutely amazing, hilarious. It made me laugh. It was definitely cheered me up after the last stream. I was, it was just, yeah. We'll leave that in the past. Sometimes technical things happen on streams and you can't get past it. And that's all it was. Technical pooper on stream. But we can get past that. We can work on all the things we need to work on to get past any major technical issues. Although I do owe Koi Fish probably a pint after a pint or some beer or some goodies or something after helping me out on the last stream. Or something. We'll sort it, Koi. Guaranteed. Angelic Demon, just at Little British, sir. And I'm done with the basic color stuff. Okay. Um, what if the green screen and that note show? Yes, I'm pretty sure they do. They must be in cahoots to sabotage my live streams because it's Nexum's Mech Corner, Nexum's Tech Corner to help the live streams when they go wrong. They must be in cahoots to sabotage it. We'll get chat again in a minute, guys. I just got that message as I was looking up. I want to just get some of these final kind of like texture bits in. These are going to look. They take a while, but adding these details is making things work really well. And my brain's starting to work out where I need to draw the lines to be consistent on these. Yeah, I kind of got my brain trained now for most of these kind of like design bits here, which is really cool because it means I can just draw these like tech bits that come out and then just go, yeah, this is where this all links, and this is where this goes, and this is where this goes, and now I've got a textured pattern on his arm. Comes out really well. Until the stream ends, I'm hoping to finish this, so you're probably looking at how long have I been going? 2 hours 40. Guaranteed another like 20, 30 minutes easy. Now, I've inverted these ones on purpose because they're hidden behind. So to show the detail rather than some darker bits, I made some lighter bits to show different contrast, which will probably hopefully have a nice textural effect on the image if you're looking at the back of the leg around here. of a lack on some of these. I have to say though, the detail in this one is insane. I said possibly to that one then. I'm not entirely sure yet. Hopefully, I've gotten rid of the green can, but I did like the fact that you guys created a offshoot of a technical problem I had as a basically as a new character that could be used. Potentially, it could become a villain that pops up from time to time, but I haven't really thought much further than that. I do quite like the fact that you guys did turn it into something that was quite unique. But I am quite enjoying the community you guys have got going and the art and the helpfulness that you guys do on the Discord. And I can't jump on it as often as I'd like to, but it's awesome to see you guys doing helping each other out and just doing fun Discord stuff. I haven't even gotten to the special effects that are going on to this yet, or some of the other lights and shadows. This is going to be really interesting when it's done. I do feel that last bit of music was kind of appropriate for the artwork that we're doing. Hey, Koi, if you're looking, what do you think of this one? There is a reason I'm asking you, and if you don't say the phrase you've been telling me for the last several thumbnails and conversations, well, I will suddenly lose all respect for you. No, I won't, but it'd be quite ironic. Koi's going to be there now going, wait, what am I supposed to be spotting? Corey says it looks great. So believe it or not, I tried to make Chris look tall, but he looked short. That's quite interesting. Is there a cinemorph? The Cat League breaking. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. So I have no idea off the top of my head there. Uh, Ben, I do apologise. That's kind of escaping me what that is. Actually, let's just make that a bit more interesting. I'll keep a copy of that. Alpha lock it and just. Uh, Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's quite cool then. I didn't realise what it was, but now that you said it, probably seen it before. It's an insatiable hunger. So a Xeno version would just eat every. Oh, okay then. Cool, cool. Yeah, did you spot the one thing that I put in there that you kind of like said is for the win? We're getting there. We're not quite there, but we're getting there. It looks like Death from Darksiders. It might do. But this is Kaiju number 8. If I had the power to transform into a kaiju, what do I do with it? Can I transform back? Does it work like Kafka, where it like it's an armor over me and then it comes back type thing? Because that'd be quite cool. can make that also the really turquoise colour. Mixed in with it. Well, I think this has come out really good. No, my house is not interested enough in seeing more. It doesn't represent the Earth. It is the Earth. It's turned into the Earth by the Quetzalcoatl when it's hungry, earthquakes, and volcanoes happen. Oh, that explains a lot recently. Well, I probably need to do a bit about this. Just wondering if I had the cause in blurting like I normally do. You could put it out there for this to work. That's working so far. Might have to add some abstract in the background though. Post it in the Discord. Who's running? What's that cast this time? Drop it in the Discord, and I will have a look. Not sure if it'll be on stream, but I'll definitely reply to it when I get a chance. Actually, drop it in the Discord. Drop it in the Discord now. I can't put it onto what we're looking at, but I think I found a way to it. What flavors? Howdy! I've nearly finished Kaiju number 8. I do have some stuff to do for the canvas and stuff yet, but that's going to be shortly because I do have to go copy canvas, paste it. I've got an image here. I do want to merge some things down to sort this out. But what do I merge? Cool, I can merge them down and duplicate that. I just want a copy of it. I'm going to start playing with a few things because don't be afraid to experiment. And we've been going for nearly 3 hours, so what we're doing. Thank you for favors. I appreciate it. It's come along really nicely. But I'll show you the time lapse from it. Where we are to what we got back, what we've got to. So I basically just started sketching him out from a reference image, zoomed in where I wanted him to be, started doing the inking. It's like, yeah, make it a bit more solid inks around it, and then started adding the flats. Wanted to put blue onto it. Got a bit of a red one. Hey, Koi, congratulations, gifting a membership. And Ark, be sure to thank Koi for getting a membership. That's awesome. I started adding the shadows to it with a bit of color, like red into the color to keep the shadows and the lights, and the skull just popped. Made it more like a real textured version of it, and then it's come along nicely to the lightning effect and the special effects over the top. That's what we've got. And now I'm going to experiment with the hues, curves, and saturation balance. So that's why I backed a copy of the layer up beforehand. So curves first. Yeah, that looks quite cool, but I don't mess with it too much. I'm just trying to find the right tweak on this light. I'll do for that. Hue saturation on it, up the saturation a bit more. You want to saturate it, get some of this colour in a bit more bright. Take the brightness down a bit. Put the brightness back to where it was then. And hue. Yeah, Skeletor's here. Skeletor number 8. Reading the chat for me for that. Hey Griffin, how's it doing? I I've been working on a Kaiju number 8 illustration, but I hope all's good with you. Dempsey, I don't want to sidetrack you, but what's your favourite Monster Hunter monster? Any part of the series? Feel free to answer later. I'll have to answer later. I think one of the Elder Dragons is one of my favourite though. I believe there's Elder Dragons in it. Dragon's usually my favourite monster if there isn't anything like a kind of wolf or something like cool, mythical. Oh yeah, Art got a membership from Koi. Quite lucky. Oh, that's quite cool, Griffin. Hope it goes well for your live stream on Friday. If I get a notification about it or anything, I will pop in, but I can't promise anything because I will be doing a lot of traveling on Friday. We could gradient map it. I mean, look, we could have so much fun with these. Koi gifted another membership, and Keyman, congratulations. I'm not sure if you're in the chat, but congratulations on getting a membership. Yeah. Oh, black and this is where you know you got your color values right. Even black and white, it looks really good. Those look really nice. But I'm not going to be using one of them, so it's going to get swapped back. I quite like this looking really cool. I just think it's missing a little something in there just to make it. Just testing through some stuff. Maybe perspective blur, so around the outside it's focal points the face. Mm, not sure about the. What about if it's a directional blur? Add impact from here is kind of. Oh wow, that's an impactful blast, isn't it? 20% blur. That looks quite cool. Um, yeah, that one. Do you think I need to sharpen it a little bit? I mean, that's 100% sharpened, but I think it's maybe too much. So that's what we've got now. This is what we had before. It's amazing what a few filters and effects does, isn't it? I think this Kaiju No almost done. Um, I know what's missing. I know, but I got that on there, so I can't do that with that. Oh, I hate those effects. Okay, I know what I did for it. I just have to merge things down. If I can merge that down, I need to add another layer above that, but I want to get some. So, gallery, no stream, artwork. It's my new background I've been using for a lot of things. Copy canvas, gallery. Screaming right in my face. And then I want to go back to here. I want to paste it. That work. But it's above it to give a bit more of a. That's better. Now I want to do all those effects on it. I think this will look a lot better. Then yeah, I'm limited though. If you on this, so I can only go up to 22 layers, which means even though it says 20 layers, I'm probably at my limit. So if I go to paste it, okay, it'll paste it. 22 layers is my limit on the settings I've got, which is my, it's quite cool. But I want to get, where I've got that as one illustration. In fact, I'm gonna say that's a JPEG. That's a variant. Save image. What I want to do now is I want to do the same thing but with this image. So again, we're going to go through the gamma and we're going to just tweak a few bits. Okay, now we want I put a perspective blur on him, didn't I? Up here, we went up to about 20%. I probably will tweak the curves in a minute, but I want to sharpen all that first. All right, that's probably good. Uh, Curves again. Now I've done that. Top level curve. What do you reckon? From that to that, and then we also got the other variant from that. That one pops more of the blue color. See, that pops more than one. This is missing something. This needs pop the saturation to the roof, but I don't think it needs that. Maybe about there. Oh yeah, that's only 22 layers maximum limit. I think that's done. We've got our export that one out, but we've got that one which looks quite cool, and we've got that one which looks quite cool. Why has that got such a bright? How did I get that to have such a bright contrast on the first bit? Didn't do a bloom, did I? Maybe I did. Maybe I need a little bit of a bloom. Uh, oh yeah, the hue had to go a little shift a tiny bit, didn't it? Actually, that's quite cool. Let's grayed out a little bit. I think I also potentially need to. It loses some of its. Okay, I know what I need to do, but it's not going to be easy. Um, let's check out the layer modes on this that we can do. Again, it's normal and then just a little bit of a. So we've got that, 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 and that. I quite like that one though. Just it hasn't got as much of a glare around him, which is the annoying bit. Uh, That's got a nice glare around it. I don't know which one works best, to be honest. That's probably the best we're going to get for tonight. So, apple flavors. I often get one there when I draw on paper too. It's a thing we have to deal with. But yeah, Tegan, sorry about that. I didn't even know an ad was popping in. Jump scared you. Um, I think this is potentially where it's going to end the stream today, guys. I do like how this is kind of like turned out for that one, but we also have a few variations. So we've got the other one, which actually that looks quite cool now. Look at it in contrast. I'll probably post all these variants, to be honest, onto the post them all onto YouTube shortly in the community tab, and I'll make them available for free on the Patreon, so everybody can get access to them. Just go on the Patreon, you'll be able to download a copy of this artwork. Um, but yeah, I quite like how this one turned out, and hopefully you guys did as well. I'll also make a thumbnail based on this. Should be quite cool. But yeah, do we have any questions before the stream ends, guys? Because we've been going for about just over 3 hours now, and I think it's probably a good place to stop and yeah, work out what we're going to do next. Yeah, I wanted to do a Kaiju No 8 stream then, so I'm so happy how this one's turned out. This is like really cool. Cool. Well, in that case, I think we will maybe do Godzilla Monsters of Xenomorph. That could be a possible series on the channel, actually. I put it down as in the idea suggestions because Godzilla's got this is it the 70th or the 75th anniversary this year in November? So any Godzilla ideas, I'm definitely putting down for that when that happens. Or is it the 73rd? Either way, Godzilla's got an anniversary in November, so it's going to be like a movie marathons and stuff, I reckon, which would be quite cool. And I'm glad you guys like how it turned out. So, on that note, I will say good night, guys, and I will catch you in Friday's video, which will be dropping on Friday because I'm making sure it's going to happen. Bye, guys.